Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Completely forgot to push the go live button on Instagram, and it just completely slipped my mind. I was just sitting here wondering why I'm not live on Instagram, and it's my fault. It's all on me. It's all on me. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning, live right here on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and on the tube of you. Not that I'm tubing you, but YouTube. YouTube is what it's called. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before and you found it not robbery to come back, man, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. That means so much to me. I'm so excited to have everybody back in the building with me one more time for another exciting episode of See You in the Morning. Today is officially Thursday. We 4 episodes into the new season, new look, new place, new studio, got all kinds of stuff. Still working on it. Like it's still the same little 5 elements on the 4 elements on the wall. It'll be more elements like earth, wind, and fire. We got more stuff coming onto the wall. I'm trying to figure out what kind of picture to put on the wall. Like I'm working out baby steps. Now I have had people suggest that I paint the whole wall. And here's the thing, it's still, even though it's still a functional room. Like it ain't just the studio. Like if it was just the studio, then I'm all in. But it's not just the studio, so it's a lot. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Now, if you've ever watched this show before, you realize I do some things out of habit. I'm a creature of habit. I've got many different habits, many different things that I do. One of the things that I do on this show is I always speak to those people that speak to me. If you found it not robbery to come on in and say hello to your boy, I try to go on back and say hello to you too. So let me go ahead and do that. First and foremost, I give out the mythical morning medals. It's my way of letting you walk away with something. It's a moral victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. So let me go ahead and get those out. Our bronze medal this morning goes out to Davita Chapman. Davita Chapman, what up? Davita, the workout champion Chapman. What up, Davita? Good morning to you. Franita with the silver. Big shout outs to Franita. And the gold medal goes to my gold medal bro, Carol Snoop Boykins. And Carol pretty much has gotten half of the gold medals this season. I think he I don't know what he got. He got some kind of special system. He the first one to know that I'm on in the morning. And because I be trying to come on time. So there you go. Aluminum foil goes to Pastor Shy. What's going on, brother? Lisa Bazemore Bishop, good morning. Walter Miller, all the way from the YouTube portion of the show. Melissa M. Kuther, like Luther, good morning. Shanda like a panda, good morning. How are you this morning? Big Johnny Brooks, well, little Johnny now, but he's still Big Johnny. Here's my thing about, especially, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure other communities do this. First and foremost, I only know really, I guess it's an American thing to have nicknames. I only really hang around people who are from America or Western civilization. I don't know a whole lot of people who grew up a lot of different places, but I think that we're the only country that really gives out nicknames. Now, when you get your nickname is usually early in your development. At some point early in your development, you end up getting a nickname, and that's what people go with. That's what people call you. black people will keep a nickname forever. Whatever you were as a kid. I've seen a lot of black people have to grow up and try to get rid of their nickname. And they be like, "Hey man, listen, we I'm no longer known as Dookie Shoot." You gotta be like, "Hey, Dookie Shoot," and be like, "Hey man, my name is James." You grow out of them. Sometimes once you hit a certain size, you become Big Tom or Big Larry, and it sticks with you even when you lose weight. Even when you lose weight, you still Big Tom or Big Larry. You be like, you done lost 300 pounds. You be like, I'm still Big Tom. They be like, Big Tom. Be like, he ain't Big Tom no more though. He just regular Tom. And you can't call nobody regular Tom. That don't sound right. It sound like he just eat a lot of fiber. You know, be like, hey man, yeah, you talk of regular Tom. No. Black people will find the most embarrassing day or embarrassing moment in your life, and that'll stay with you forever. Whatever you do in middle school, elementary school can stay with you for the rest of your life. You pee on yourself one time you pee on yourself, and you're gonna be pissy Dave for the rest of your life. One urination, one little leak. You in third grade, you were there, you told Miss Robinson you had to go pee, and Miss Robinson ain't let you go to that bathroom in enough time, and you peed on yourself, and for the rest of your life, you pissing Mark. It don't go nowhere. You gonna graduate from high school, 30-year reunion. Don't let it be more than one Mark in this class. Some people like, you seen Mark? Is Mark coming? Mark? Yeah, Mark Smith? I don't know. You know, pissing Mark. That's exactly what it is. You ain't gonna never leave. You gonna never live that down. Never. What's going on, Dolores? You can try your hardest. You can go off. I bet you right now it's somebody that calls and one of the most revered men in our world right now, the president of the former president of the United States, Barack Obama, and I'm pretty sure somebody got a black people nickname for Barack. Man got his own museum. Somebody still talking about, you talking about little nappy head Rock. You talking about Rockhead. Good morning, Bree. My 30-year reunion is Saturday. This should be fun. What do you look forward to most? Because it's changed a lot. Times have changed so much. They're not like they used to be. Times are nowhere near what they used to be. Good morning, Brittany. Times are nowhere near what they used to be. What do you look forward to the most going into that family reunion? You 30 years down, the road. You done grew into who you gonna be. A lot of people done grew into who they gonna be. What do you look forward to the most? What do you look forward to the most going to if you go to your reunions? Because they're not like they used to be. Used to be a class reunion was a great time because that's all people you haven't seen in forever. Those were all people you ain't seen in so long. You be like, man, I'm going to this class reunion. I'm gonna run into all these people that I haven't seen. Now you see everybody every day on Facebook. You see everybody every day on Facebook. Ain't nobody you don't see. Social media has made it so that you see them every single day. Every day. Every day you see them. Even so, there's no surprise. Chuck and now I haven't physically seen Chuck and in probably a copious amount of years. So it would be good to see her, like if I go to homecoming or something of that nature, I'd be like to be able to see her face and as the old people say, to hug their neck. However, I'm still able to keep up with her and her life and what's been going on. I know it ain't no surprises. Ain't no more surprises. All them dudes that be going to the class reunion and acting like they ain't married, we all know you married. We seen it. You took your ring off. You took your ring off a week in advance. You went up there to a tanning salon and tanned the little ring line off your hand. Black people get them too. You done went and tanned that line off. You done did all this so you can go and lie and be at the reunion and be like, I'm single. I ain't got no kids, none of that. We saw you at dinner with them yesterday. You posted them. It ain't the same as it used to be. We know you work at McDonald's. You a McManager, and that's fine. But don't come over here and act like you got your law degree, because we all know that you a McManager, and ain't nothing wrong with being a McManager. If that's what you go and you become. That is a solid job. It is a honest day's work. Good morning, Karita Yearly. We ain't mad at you for doing what you do. All I'm saying is the thrill is gone. You can't lie no more. You used to be able to lie at your reunion. You used to be able to be whoever you wanted to be when you got to that class reunion. Couldn't nobody fact check it. You could go to that class reunion and be anybody you want to be. Butterfly in the sky, you could fly twice as high. But now, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I look for. I don't. If you didn't have the best high school experience, I think a lot of those people don't want to go to their class reunion unless you coming back to your class reunion super successful. It's two types of people that go to class reunions: people that were popular that want to go back and see all their friends they haven't seen in a long time, and people that want to go back and flex. I'm not going to a class reunion until I become a flexer. And I've done a lot of stuff. I've accomplished a lot of things in my life. I've done a lot. I don't feel like I've done enough to flex yet. I don't. Are you only speaking to the beautiful people? What about us ugly people? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. The exclusive nature of your behavior. I don't want to go back to my high school reunion till I can really flex on people. Being on BET was good, but it won't my show. Until I get my own show on BET, HBO, till I hit that $20 million movie, until I can make them have to pay for security, I'm not going to a class reunion. Until at any given time, I can be like, until any given time, I can feel like, you know what, I'll pay for all of this. You're going to go look to see who aged. Everybody aged. There ain't nobody the same. I know like 3 people who are exactly the same. There's a girl named Gigi online. Her name is Gigi. She looked exactly the same way she looked when she was at high school. That's about it. Kelly probably looked about the same way. It's like 3 people that look the same as they did in high school. Everybody aged. You want to see how well they age. You want to put black don't crack until it does crack. You want to put that to the test to see how that works. But nobody looks the same as they did in high school. Matter of fact, you gotta enjoy going to your class reunion. That's the other reason you go to your class reunion. To look at the bullets you dodged. To look at the bullets, you're gonna see the ones you let get away, and that's fine. You okay with that? You be like, oh man, I let such get away. They ended up being pretty all right. But what you really go to see is the one that you dodged. You like, woo, that could have been me. When you go in there and you look and you be like, oh my God. And now, because you remember Big Booty Judy in high school, that thing done tripled since high school. So now that thing is dragging the floor. She was just Big Booty Judy in high school. That thing was sitting up high. Gravity hadn't got to it. That girl that was in high school, she had the perfect boobs. Butt was up perfect. That she was an Airbnb. She was Airbnb back in the day, boy. Both of them was hanging up high. But now she UPS ground. You know what, from Airbnb to UPS ground, that gravity pulled all them things down. You got to remember, if she was up there full chested, all up in her chin in high school, gravity was swinging on that thing and just holding. Gravity like, don't worry about it. We're going to come down. Gravity was singing that Mary J. Blige, I'm going down. You got to know it. Chuck and said, I went to my 10 and 20 year, but skipped 30 because who's that old? You don't want to hear it. Good morning, Tail. Gravity pulling that big booty, if she was an Airbnb in high school, she's now UPS ground. Them things is drop it low, girl, drop it low, girl, drop it. And it's on, and ain't even on purpose. Ain't even on purpose. Let me stop because somebody's gonna get that dude that was in great shape. That dude that was in great shape in high school, you gonna look at him now, and he's in a great shape, all right. He is round. That dude that dude that ain't athletic no more. You gotta remember, in high school, you was at your peak athletic ability. You was practicing every day. You was running, jumping, lifting. Your body was in great shape. Now you work at a shipyard. You don't know nothing personal, Snoop. Now you work at a shipyard. You don't lift nothing but a fork. And I ain't talking about a forklift. I'm talking about the fork that you lift. You now at the point of your life where you wake up thinking about what's for lunch. Your body ain't the same. When you wake up in the morning, your first thought is, what am I having for lunch today? Your body ain't still the same as it was in high school. Ladies, y'all will look, y'all be like, oh my God. You be like, oh my God, not him. And here's the thing about time, especially for men. Ladies, I'm gonna let y'all know something about men. Men don't ever know they lost it. It ain't a dude out here that don't know they lost it. High school for a lot of men is where they peaked. If they peaked in the high school, they still there. Whatever year a man was at his best is where he stays. He don't ever leave that spot. Never. If his best years was high school, he's still there. So he still think he got it. If you was a little sweet on him in high school, first thing he gonna do at that 30-year reunion, where my hug at? He still gonna be smiling like he did there. You be like, boy, I used to always love Trey's smile. Trey ain't got no teeth no more. Trey's teeth left with his second wife. So now he gummy Trey. Smile ain't the same. Where my hug at? He go, and he still think he that guy. He still think he fly. He be trying to figure out what you doing later. So what you doing later? Be like, going home to my husband, whether you got one or not. Matter of fact, you might have to hit her with, I'm going home to my wife. I'm going home to my wife. Which don't work either, because guys will accept gay. They'll be like, oh, okay, cool. That's the only thing that dudes lean on is my pocket's different, though. Dudes lean on my pockets is different. I got money now. You supposed to. You 30 years out of high school. Ain't nobody expect you to have no money in high school. If you had enough money to get a cooler and a big cookie in high school, you was balling out a little bit. If you had enough money to get yourself a special dessert after lunch, if you won't get free lunch, that was enough in high school. You supposed to have a job and have progressed. That my pockets is better now. Your pockets is supposed to be different. Whatever age they peak, that's where they at. If they peaked in college, that's it. That's one of the reasons why. Now, listen, I'm so proud. Everywhere I go, I boast. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of places I go. Anytime we have a college discussion, I'm boasting on my Norfolk State University education. I'm boasting that Norfolk State is where I got started in my career. Norfolk State built a lot of who I am today. But I'm gonna tell y'all, there's a lot of guys that peaked at Norfolk State. They peaked right there in college. You can look at overly nail your guy. That guy that crossed and still ain't missed nail event. If you've been at the last 29 probates at Norfolk State, I need you to get a life. If you ain't missed nail class that came through, I ain't missed a line that came through, get a life. Do something with yourself. You supposed to have moved those since then. That brother that ain't never missed nail one, Move on with your life, sir. That's one of the things that when I actually do go to homecoming, that discourages me. When I see guys who are in the exact same spot doing the exact same thing that they did when we was in college. You was right. This is where you stood. I'm talking about to the T. They stood right here. Now, the building, the school has changed. Like, we don't have the student union being like we used to have. A lot of that stuff is different. The layout of the campus is different. But now, those dudes that stood right in the front of the student union building doing pep rallies, they go stand right in the front of the student union now. It's crazy. Now, I love that fact. Now, that's the truth right there. All the dudes that the girls overlooked you for in high school and a lot of college. Now, some of them did do well after college. College is a little different because a lot of them was on their way to being lawyers. But them dudes that the girls overlooked you for in high school, they ain't that dude no more. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. High school me, that's ugly duckling. High school me, ain't nobody want high school me. I was completely unwanted. I was unwantable. I would be upset with any woman that was like, oh yeah, I liked him in high school. Because what was you thinking? Because what were you, what made you decide that? That was an unorthodox decision. I don't know what made you make that decision. That was a bad decision. Because I've seen high school me. Want a good look. Get a life outside after 29 years, let the probate. Why is you there to probate and you 63? It's not for you, sir. You can come to one every 10 to 15 years just to make sure that your chapter is still rolling. But other than that, let it go. Please let it go. You are an embarrassment to yourself and your family. Let it go. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. Listen, I'm 100% honest. So I'm gonna let y'all in on this. That's not something you wanted. You can't tell me that's what you wanted. That is high school me. That's high school me right there. That ain't something you wanted. You can't tell me, ladies, in high school you seen that, you like, yeah, let me get that one. No, there is no way. Listen, the frames is the same. I got a little hair on the lip. I'm trying. A little low top fade. But ain't nobody know that. Ain't nobody want that. That's not wantable. You look like you knew Chinese math. Absolutely. But don't nobody want that. What up, Q? You can't tell me there's a lady out there that was like, yeah, that's who I want to have my future babies. Ain't no way you looked at it. What up, Uncle Pimpin? Uncle Pimpin is watching over on Instagram. Big shout outs to him. Ain't no way you looked at that and was like, yeah, that's who I want to have my babies with right there. Couldn't have been. I lucked up. I bloomed late. And it worked out for me. I had to bloom late. I had to do it. I had to get myself together. I'm better now. I'm better. But man, that ain't something you wanted. Travis said I reported Tam's comment. As you should. All of her. All her comments, probably. That's how half the boys looked in high school, though. I don't know because I wasn't checking out the boys in high school. I was busy living my life trying to be a guy in high school, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me get to it. It's Thursday, man. I could just talk about random stuff on a Thursday. First of all, I'm talking about young. Now, I want to say this. Now, Snoop, you say you and Davon, y'all stay at the school. I'm fine with y'all being there because y'all are feeding the band. Y'all are doing a purpose. Y'all are there to feed the band at homecoming. That's fine. We need that. Listen, y'all go through more butts than R. Kelly. So I'm fine with what y'all are doing. There's always an exception to the rule. I'm gonna go with something. I got a quick question to ask. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for asking this one, but I'm gonna ask all my guys out there, man. All my guys out there that cook, especially guys that cook. This is a good segue. Y'all, y'all, all you guys that cook. Snoop, I don't know how long it took you to learn how to cook. I don't know how long it took you to learn how to cook, but cooking is something. We're going through a situation here in my home. I'm not calling it turbulence or any kind of. I don't want anybody thinking my wife and I ain't getting along. We're getting along swimmingly. We're getting along swimmingly. She's still my wife. She's still married to me. It's going on a year now. We almost got a year in the books. I don't know what today's date is. I think in exactly 3 weeks. Is today the 10th? Today the 9th. In 3 weeks, we'll have a whole year in. 22 days away. So we ain't really had no strife. Her son came in. Snoop said, I grew up in the kitchen with my mom and grandma. Saying that's what this generation is missing. Mamas and grandmamas don't stay in the kitchen no more. These new mamas and these new grandmamas, they don't be in the kitchen. They just don't. That ain't what they do. They have an aversion to cooking. They are feared of it. Scared. When the last time you seen a woman double boil? Ain't no women double boiling. Double boiling. My grandmama double boil. You had to get special pots to double boil something. These new women don't know how to double boil. DoorDash, air fry. It's a different time. So that means the kids, the daughters and sons, they not spending time in the kitchen with their grandmamas and mamas. I remember one of my favorite memories growing up was always the fact that I would get to go and snap beans. Like I loved holidays because my grandma would buy fresh string beans, and then you had to go and snap them. You snap the ends, one end, two end, then down the middle. Wow. Sometimes in string beans there would be a string you got to pull to go through. No kids do that. They just going to the store now and maybe just ordering it, buying it, getting whole Thanksgiving DoorDash. You missing out on life. You need to know what kind of smoked meat to put in what kind of meat and what kind of vegetable. You can't just let your vegetables be healthy. You're black. Take all the healthiness out of them vegetables. Take all that healthiness out of them greens. We don't need them to be healthy. Go get yourself some fat back. When the last time you heard somebody trying to figure out where to go buy some fat back from? Fat back, delicious. You gotta have fat back, salt pork could be considered the same thing. You gotta got your different kinds of smoked meat. Now I know we moved on to smoked turkey. Now everybody does smoked turkey. Delicious. I love it. I eat it. Smoked turkey. I put it in my green beans, my collards, all this stuff. Smoked turkey is great. But we gotta go back to the root, to the essence. Hog jowls, neck bones. See the way you're missing out. I take some turkey neck bones, love them, delicious. Give me some smoked neck bones. Put those in there, bam. And these new girls ain't taught the young men how to make nothing with no smoked neck bone. You don't even know what a smoked neck bone is. Smoked neck bone, y'all would think it was something sexual. I like, man, I went and got me some smoked neck bone. You be like, okay, smoked neck bone. Pepper Giles. I know it says bold because that's how bad we've gotten as a society. You probably typed in Giles and your phone auto-corrected it and put bowls. That's how society has changed. Your computer don't even recognize Giles. We going places to eat. We out there eating healthy for whatever reason. We out there eating healthy foods. We didn't need that. We needed all of that. All of the health taken out of our food. You out there eating at places like Everbowl in Suffolk with acai bowls and smoothies with Ever oats on them and dried pineapples, dried mangoes, fresh strawberries. Look like you got 3 different types of acai in there. You got acai and look like mango and papaya. Chia seeds, goji berries. Ain't no pork in that. Where the pork at in that? Ain't no pork in there. You expect me to live eating non-pork food. But that's neither here nor there. These boys don't know how to cook anymore. My wife's son, my stepson, my son's son, bonus son, I don't know what you call them. We haven't had a meeting. And I think that's one of the things we didn't do. We both had kids coming into the marriage. We never sat down as a group and decided who was gonna call who what. Nobody knows. The only thing they do is her daughter calls me SD for stepdad. That's her term of endearment for me is SD. She'd be like, hey, SD. And I'd be like, all right. Or boys, I don't know. And it's a weird area. It's a weird area because they grown. One of them is a super soldier. He kills people for fun. So I don't really know what to say to him. But he just graduated from VMI. He's a record-breaking track athlete in prime of his life, great shape, doing all that he can. He's in the military. He just came back from, I don't want to say deployment. He came back from whatever ops he had to go run. He ended up being in the woods for like a month, living it, roughing it on the ground floor. Just military man. Military man is doing military man things. And here's what happened. Now he's home from his deployment. He's going to figure out what he's doing with his life. He's home from college. He hasn't been sent anywhere. He's like, I got to make some more money. I don't feel like selling drugs. I was like, that's a good idea. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you not selling dope. So while he's home, he had gotten to a point where because his mama don't cook. That ain't what she do. So he didn't know how to cook. So he was ordering DoorDash every day. Every day DoorDash was coming in. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, this is crazy. I'm talking about 3 meals a day. DoorDash 3 meals a day. So his mama finally said something to him. Said, hey, man, you can't keep DoorDash like that. You're wasting a lot of money doing things. So he decided to go and make groceries. He was going to meal prep for himself for the whole week because that's what he does. He's disciplined like that. That's why he's an amazing athlete because he's able to have the discipline to say, I'm going to make all my meals on Monday for the rest of the week. Smart man. Well done. However, he don't know what he's doing in there. He don't know what he's doing in there. Every day is a 12 alarm fire in my kitchen. 12 is a 12 alarm fire every day in there. I mean, but this is what I want to ask all the guys, all the fellas that know how to cook, that was raised around their grandma, granddad, grandma, mama, or if you had to learn on your own, you had to get it from the rough. At what age were you when you realized that you ain't got to put it on high? You ain't got to put that heat on high. Ain't no real reason for you to go past medium. Medium high. If you got a 10-point scale on there, ain't no reason for you to really go past 7. He firing that thing up every time. High. Fuck. Now that's a fire. And everything burning, the grease burning, the meat, everything. Travis said I was 40 before I realized you ain't got to put it on high. Morning, Shay. This is a public service announcement. You ain't got to put that thing on high. Matter of fact, we bought some new pots and pans, and new pans say don't ever cook them over medium. Put that thing on medium. On Instagram, I got a comment that say, if it ain't burnt, it ain't right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You ain't got the burn. It's already dead. It's already dead. We got to cut on every fan in the house when he cook. every fan in the house. I got them all on. And he just in there just as happy. I'm in this joint with a gas mask on, choking. His mama like, well, did you talk to him? But I feel like as a man, you got to let him learn it. You got to let him learn. It's going to come to him at some point. You got to let it go. But what I'm about to do is start making them cook outside. I got 3 grills in the backyard. I need you to go pick one of those. There's 3 grills in the backyard. Whenever you want to meal prep, you go out there and use one of them. Because what I can't, then now you can have all the smoke you want to, because it's just going in nature. You ain't gonna kill nobody but the ozone layer. What you're not gonna do is continue to kill me. I mean, it's just every time smoke detector's going off, everything's happening. My house instantly becomes a war zone every time he cooks. Because young boys don't know not to put it on high. What age were you when you realized well-done steak is burnt? When did you realize that? Listen. I need people, especially my people of color, to realize that a little pink in your steak ain't gonna kill you. I want to let y'all know something. Y'all out there burning your steak to death, talking about I need to get all the blood out of it. The blood been left. The blood was gone when they sold that steak to whoever it was going to. When you got to that steak, if you didn't go kill that cow yourself, that blood been gone. What up, Danny? Look, first of all, listen, that's just something that men are gonna do. We're gonna use every pot and pan, and that's just what we do. That's fine. I'm gonna use 1,000 pots, 1,000 pans, all kinds of stuff to separate my ingredients. I made spaghetti the other night, so I had a container when I chopped up my my bell peppers. I had a container for that. When I chopped up my onions, I had one for that. If I do mushrooms, gonna be a container for that. Anything that I had is gonna have a container. When I did my meat's going over here, my sauce going on here. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, but that's why you there as a wife is to wash dishes. I create the meal and the mess. And you clean both. You eat the meal, you clean the mess. That's just how it works. What up, Danny? But when are you gonna realize that well done steak is not well? It's not. It is not well. It is not well. It ain't well with my soul. I'm gonna let black people in on a secret. Ain't no blood in that steak. That red that y'all are seeing in that steak is just water and myoglobin. You can call it globin, depending on whether you went to medical school or not. And all that is just a protein. It's just protein. All the red is just protein. The guy's got with the iron in, and all of that. That's all that is. So you need that in your system. You need that in your system. I don't know where I don't know what y'all. I don't know why y'all are going and burning that poor cow beyond recognition. But you can stop at medium well. Medium is probably where you should be. When you learn, listen here. The first time y'all gonna eat a steak, this is what I'm tired of. Because you get that well done steak and then you sit there and chewing each piece for 25 minutes. If you eating that steak and you got to go with that rough swallow, that's a good piece of meat. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm gonna tell y'all another secret. And people have been trying to hide this from you. They don't want y'all to know this, but you really ain't supposed to have steak sauce. If you go to a proper steakhouse, and I'm not talking about Longhorn, love them. Love Longhorn. I love Texas Roadhouse. Great. Those are franchise steakhouses. Those are not real steakhouses. I want that Globe and Cook too. No, let that be in there. That's the juiciness. That's the flavor. You go to a proper steakhouse, you have offended the chef if you ask for steak sauce. If you need steak sauce, the steak's not good. You go to a proper steakhouse and you ask for some steak sauce, the chef may come out and slap you in the mouth. Salt and pepper. All you need is a wrapper. Now listen here. Now I think now you go, if you just go salt and pepper, really that's all you need is the salt and pepper. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's all you need, but you pretty much are carnivore if you just going in just salt and pepper. That's all you're doing. You might well just go bite a cow. You might well just go ahead and bite a cow. If you go, I'm still with some seasoning. Ain't nothing wrong with a little rosemary, some thyme. If I put the steak on the grill, it's gonna cause a fire, but I'm gonna put that pat of butter in there. I might take some garlic, put that garlic butter, make that together. Then I'm gonna slap that on the top and let all that seep on in. Let that seep on in. I need a little more than just salt and pepper. It's Raheem over on Instagram saying a little garlic butter. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. But you ain't supposed to be coming back with no steak sauce and all that. A1 is for that shoe that you cook. Once you cook that steak well done, you over there eating a Jordan. That when you need that A1 sauce so that you can continue eating that Reebok. That's what that's about. Turn that heat down. Turn that heat down. We're not gonna get into the No, I'm not cooking today. We're not gonna get into that constant battle about gas and charcoal, because we all know it don't matter. If you're a real cook, you can cook on that gas, you can cook on that charcoal, you can cook on pellets, you can give me a stack of newspapers and I can cook. We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. You out there eating a pair of red bottoms. If you're gonna go in there and get you a well done steak, when they come be like, how would you like your steak? You be like Stacey Adams. If you go eat a well done steak, that's what I want you to tell the waitress. Be like, how would you like your steak? Stacey Adams. He said, I can cook the same steak on any grill or any oven. Though Lord said the right seasoning and cook medium well. Yeah, but you don't need to go all the way to well. Medium well, you pushing it. You pushing it. You need a little racism. Give me some brown, and I'm with it. I'm with it. All right, last question, and before we get out of here, because I'm trying to make sure we get out of here on time at all times of day. As I told y'all, I'm 22 days away. 22 days a day, 343 days of being married. 343 days of being married. Almost a year. And I'm going to ask the ladies this, and y'all tell me. I'm going to ask the ladies this. Ladies, yesterday I was at an event, my lodge. We do a lot of community service throughout the year. We feed the homeless. We feed families with a little less or in precarious situations during the holidays. Man, we give out a copious number of baskets. We do a lot. We do back to school drives. We get school supplies, all kinds of stuff. We do it all year. Now, one of the efforts that we do in order to make the money to be able to do all of that is we work at the concession stand at Norfolk Tide games. It's the most expensive volunteer effort I've ever had in my life, because I spend more money every game than I should. I go to the game like I'm going to the game. I go to the game. Now, if you come and look at my residence, I think I have every colorway of Tide's hat possible. I bought a new ties hat yesterday. Every time I show up to volunteer, I end up buying a hat. I might buy a jersey, buy a hat. I always end up buying something. Nevertheless, always the more. One of the things that it is, it's now a game in public. Here's my question to the ladies from men. Ladies, do you have an issue if your man has a wandering eye? Fellas, do you feel like your eyes got to stay fixed? Do you feel like you got to go with the Bernie Mac in life? Eyes forward, mister. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Because here's the thing, when you go to an event like that Ties game, it's gonna be, it's gonna be cheeks and chest all over the place. Summertime game, cheeks and chest everywhere. And I don't know what women look at. Women, what do y'all look at when guys? Are y'all just face, shoulders? Y'all looking at pectoral muscles? I mean, what do y'all look at? This is a great question, guys. We need to know so we can make sure we get ourselves together. Because here's the truth, ladies. Y'all walk into the room. We love to see you walk in. We'd rather see y'all walk out. We love to see you walk in. We'd rather see you walk out. That's what that man, because we got to see what's behind. What you dragging in that wagon. So I need to know what they got going. Ladies, Marche says she's looking at a print and backs. And it ain't no way. Is there a print in every pair of pants? I don't know. I don't crotch watch. I have no idea of knowing. I have no idea of knowing if every man's pants show what's in there. Again, some of us are growers, not showers. I mean, so how do you know? But Marche is out there watching prints and backs and they shoes. Makes sense. Ladies, I'm telling you right now, chest and cheeks. Every time a lady walks by, chest, cheeks, got them. As long as he can't use them for sex, let his eyes wander. I just say, let him look. Tan said, you're not blind, just don't stare. Can you comment? Can you comment? Are you being disrespectful to your relationship if you comment? Young lady walks through. And she as Stevie Wonder says, she's got all the curves a man likes. She's a bad mama jamma. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. And I ain't saying you commenting to her, but if you go out loud, you be like, boy, look at that there. Is too much? How many ums? How many ums can you go with? What's a proper number for a married man? A Rose always on Instagram said, in your head you can comment, but not come out your mouth though. Better not come out your mouth. I don't know. Cologne will catch your attention, but that's different though. Cologne. Matter of fact, we was at the casino recently, and Tam was like, "Oh, he smelled good." That's how she talked. Oh, he smelled good. I don't know. He bathes. I think it would be weird if you with your wife and she'd be like, "Oh, look at his back." Now she can always bring up another hind parts. My wife and I go out places. She'd be like, "You see that?" And I'd be like, "Nah, that's my cue. I can't be like, hey, hun, look at her butt, because then I'm in trouble." But if she'd be like, "You see that butt?" Yes, I saw it. I saw it 30 minutes before you did. Been seeing it. I'm right here. These are checks and cheeks peripherals. I'm right here, but I've seen everything. I've seen all of them. I've seen some of y'all's chest and cheeks while y'all are typing. I can tell by the way you type what kind of chest and cheeks you got. I'm like, oh yeah, those are good cheeks. Solid. Look at the balance in her typing. The quick cat on Instagram said, I always say I can window shop, but not go in the store. I can window shop, but not go in the store. And I think that's solid. I think that's solid. I think both y'all should be able to be like, I'm window shopping. Ladies, I think this, I'm gonna tell you this, ladies. When y'all make that comment, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be 100% honest. When a woman comments on another guy, they don't do nothing but motivate your man. That motivates your man. That motivates him. You be like, ooh, he smell good. He wearing that Issey Miyake. I don't know if they still wear that. He wearing that Creed. Next thing you know, your man gonna have some Creed. If you want to get your man to do something, come home and talk about somebody at work, somebody you saw at the gym, some of that nature, and that they had this and they look good and you liked it. Your man's gonna get it. Guarantee. You be like, you tired of your man being slovenly and not working out? If my wife really wanted me to stop being as fat as I am, all she got to do is come in and talk about how good somebody's muscles look. Like, oh, his muscles looked amazing. Going to the gym the next day. What's up, Greg? The wolf of R&B. That's what motivates a man. I'm not gonna I ain't buying no cologne on my own. I got 47 cans of Bath and Body Works spray upstairs. I can just spray myself down. But she come in and she be like, man, such and such was at such and such. And he smell. She go to all of these line dance events. She come through and she tells me that one of the 3 straight men there with I don't really worry about her events as much. My wife can go to all the events. You can say what you want to say. She go to these line dance events, the guys that are there. I'd be like, those guys are not guys. Those guys, they're you as an A. Those guys, you as an A. What's going on, Dennis? That's all I'm saying. I don't really worry about them. But if she would have come in and be like one of the straight guys there smelled amazing. He like, oh, he smelled good. He was wearing blah, blah, blah. On my way. On my way. First of all, to me, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that to your man. Because what you don't want is the honesty. That done angered me. Because now you done put my friend in a precarious position. Y'all stop asking questions you don't really want your man to answer. Don't ever ask your man, do you want my butt to look like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. He didn't answer your question. He would say, no, I like the way. See, that's where he lied. He lied. He lied to you. You made that man lie to you. He said, no, I like you the way that you are. That's a try. That's the truth and a lie at the same time. That's the truth and the lie at the same time. What's up? The quick cat. That's my guy Tony from DC. What up, Tony? That's the truth and the lie at the same time. What he was fine until he said the no. You be like, you want my butt to look like that? I like you the way that you are. Truth. But also true, absolutely. Give me them cheeks. Yes, I like those cheeks. They're amazing. Am I fine with what yes. It's just like this. Here's my thing. You driving around in whatever vehicle you got right now, and you love your car. You are fine with your car. But if somebody pulls up right next to you in the brand new Rolls Royce, fully decked out Maybach, any of those things, and then your husband like, you like that car? You absolutely like that car. Without question, I want that. Am I fine with the car that I have? Yes, because I know that car comes with its own set of problems. It's got its own. I can't. The maintenance on it is high. I understand that. I would love to drive that Maybach, absolutely. But I'm fine. I'm fine in my Hyundai. I'm fine in that Hyundai. But give me the. But I'll take the Maybach. Absolutely. I'd be a fool not to. If you got a Hyundai, you could be 100% happy with your Hyundai. That don't mean that you wrong for liking the BMW. Don't ask me, do I like the BMW? Am I not appreciative of my Hyundai? Without question. Don't ask your man no question. Is that the type of butt you like? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. But I'll take your let me tell you something. I like your butt because I like oatmeal. I like my oatmeal lumpy. I don't need the smooth round shape of her high pots. No. Give me that dimpled up square. Love it. You know why? Because it's mine. Because it's mine. Let me see. I had a lady tell me not to get any more BBL done. Oh, I was like, I didn't even know you had a BBL. Know your man looks. She said, I already know my man looks. I had to ask him, did he know a person he was looking so hard? Listen, every now and again, there's a miracle that jumps out on your 34th Street. And you can't help it. That's the challenge men fight with every day. That's the challenge men fight with every day. The look and go is hard. You got to learn how to be Magic Johnson without the disease. You got to go with that no look pass. Fixate on something else. The cheeks are here, but you got to fixate here. You can't fixate on the cheeks. Don't do it. Don't go into the light, Timmy. You got to look over somewhere else. Find yourself something over there and just put the cheeks in your peripheral. That's where so many men go wrong. That's where so many men go wrong. They don't know how to fixate on something outside of they know. You got to divert. You can still get a good view from this side angle. Peripheral. You got to learn how to do it. Let me give y'all this word of the day and get out of here for the day, man. We're trying to make sure we stay on time. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to have a good time on Friday. I got to get Twan in here. I think today was supposed to be Twan's day on the show. And I didn't do Bernard this pause. I didn't get Bernard on the show this week. I messed up. It's all coming next week. Don't worry about it. I got everybody coming. I don't know what I was doing. Today's word of the day is tacit. Tacit, T-A-C-I-T, expressed or understood without being directly stated. You got to be tacit about the cheeks. You got to be tacit about the cheeks. You got to do it in a way. Now, she knows you're looking, but don't show her that you're looking. What you're looking. T-A-C-I-T, tacit, expressed or understood without being directly stated. When she asks, do you like the cheeks? Be tacit. Yes, it's understood that I like the cheeks. It's understood that those are the cheeks that I like. Don't make me say it out loud. Don't make me say it out loud. Another exciting episode of See You in the Morning, man. We have so much fun on this show, man. At least I do. At least I have a good time. I have a great time on the show. Rose always said, enjoy my first time. Thank you. Make sure you come back. We on all forms of social media. So that's going to be on Instagram, Twitter. No, I'm not on Twitter, but it's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can always rewatch it throughout the day. Make sure you do that. If you are in the 757, you can go on Wavy TV Plus. That's Wavy TV 10, which is a fantastic station. It's our NBC affiliate here, and you can catch me on the show before the applause. Before the applause. Listen, I read that wrong. I didn't know what I was. I saw I-N, but I saw I am. I saw that say I am gay. And I was like, well, there you go. People coming out on the show, but you were saying I ain't gay. But we're going to look together. Gotcha. Make sure y'all go and check out Before the Applause with Patrice Covington. That's on YouTube and Wavy Plus. It's a very in-depth interview with me. I guarantee you, matter of fact, after I find the YouTube tonight, I'm going to take some clips tomorrow and we can discuss it a little bit, because I guarantee you there's some things in that interview that I said that I've never really said out loud. It was a good interview. It was a very good interview. So y'all go and check that out. Before the applause, you can find it on YouTube as well. I don't know if that if my episode is up yet. I know it comes out today, so I don't know if it came out immediately or, you know, or a little bit later. Let me see. I'm looking real quick. I'm looking. No, they got the Avery Sunshine one is up there now, so y'all can go and watch some of the other ones. But it's but mine comes out sometime today. I'll let y'all know exactly when it come out. Y'all gonna make me be. Look at that 901. I done went over. But that's it right there on YouTube. Before the applause. Y'all go and check that out on YouTube. Just tap in before the applause. And it comes on. All right. Hey, man, I'm out, man. Hey, listen. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a reason for being here, man. And sometimes the hardest thing is finding what your purpose is, finding what your reason is. But when you get in and you walk in that purpose, you'll realize, man, that your life becomes a lot better. We only get one life, and none of us getting out of it alive. So go ahead and enjoy yourself while you can. Make somebody smile today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. And I'll catch y'all again on tomorrow. This has been See You in the Morning. I'm your host, Cletus Cassidy, and I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah.